Hi guys, and welcome to day 9 of Detox 9. Welcome to day 9 of Detox Meal Ideas. Right, so today I am just letting you know that this is going to be the last 2 days that I do the Detox Meal Ideas. So today's day 9, tomorrow will be day 10. And what I've done for today is put together some past and present dishes. I was up late in my kitchen thinking of different ideas I could just whip together for you. And I put together some sauces that you can use over your dishes to make it a lot more interesting for you. This is just an added bonus, guys, that I've put on to give you an idea of how you can use that grocery list and keep it more interesting, because we're going to be doing this for 40 days. I'd like to encourage those who've joined the program to please participate during the program on the 40-day Detox Live with Carol Fraser. Let's all get involved. Let's all support each other, guys. I put out a lot now, so I'm going to look to you guys to champion each other on. I'll be there to support as well. And as you know, I'll be doing the detox as well along with you. So let's get started on what I've been whipping up just to give you an idea of what you can implement. But first of all, I want to mention sea moss. I've mentioned it before. It contains 92 of the 102 that our body's minerals are composed of, and it's important for you to have sea moss in your diet. At least 2 tablespoons a day minimum. 4 tablespoons at the most during the program, and then you go back to 2 tablespoons regularly in maintenance stage. This is purple sea moss from the Caribbean. It's a beautiful, vibrant purple St. Lucian sea moss. If you want sea moss, I've got this wonderful purple sea moss. There's also golden sea moss, and of course you can find sea moss in your local region, but please make sure that you're getting your sea moss. You can use it in soups, smoothies, sauces, and your teas. Right, so let's see what we've got next for you. Sorrel. Now, sorrel, as you've heard me talk about, is high in vitamin C. It's great for protecting your immune system. It's such an easy juice to put together. It's also known as hibiscus. Now, hibiscus has been known to help people lower blood pressure. It's a lovely, refreshing berry taste. Depending on the strength you want it, it can liken to raspberry or a tart cherry. And it's absolutely delicious. And if you want to get sorrel, I've left the leaves in, as you can see, steeping in the glass, but you can strain it. And you can also make it into a hot beverage and add ginger. So that's sorrel, and you can get the loose leaf down below. So the next thing I've got for you to just make sure that you've got your abundance of fruits. You have your fruit and vegetable list. You've got everything in your grocery list. And I've got my mangoes. I've got my black seeded grapes. If you can get seeded, that's ideal. Concord grapes, excellent. So let's see what we've got here for you for the next one. Just want to mention that there is a vast range of organic produce in Waitrose. If you know Waitrose and you are near a Waitrose in London, let me flick through some of the pictures for you so you can see the produce, organic produce. So that's mushroom, and the next one we've got there is, let me get a close up myself. The next one we've got there is bananas, organic bananas. We've also, they've got organic strawberries, but if you can't get organic, as I mentioned before, soak your soft berries, anything without a thick outer layer. If it's not organic, soak it in water and bicarbonate of soda for at least 15 minutes and then rinse. Right, here I've steeped some ginger to make ginger tea. To sweeten it, I added some goji berries to the pan. and I boiled my ginger with my goji berries, and it nicely sweetened the water. You don't want to be using refined sugars at this time during the detox, so that's just a little idea. You can even put currants, raisins in your water, boil it with your ginger just to get the sweetness with the ginger for you to take the sharpness off. Ginger is really good in terms of curbing your appetite as well. So that's something that I have usually just before I go to bed at night. If you want something like a hot beverage, you can have your cacao with your hemp milk or whatever plant milk you've chosen to use in your grocery list. So that's just my cacao drink with some frothy hemp milk that you can have as a warm beverage. In London, the weather is up and down. Sometimes we're getting warm days, sometimes we're getting cold days. And if you feel something warm, just make yourself a hot cup of cacao. It's the highest form of magnesium as well, cacao, which is great for you. So the next one we've got is mushrooms again. Now, I put my mushrooms out in the sunlight. This just activates the vitamin D because they've been put in cling film and wrapped up and put on a shelf in refrigerators in the supermarket. So just to activate it with the vitamin D, I leave my mushrooms out just before cooking in the sunlight to activate the vitamin D. So the next thing is I've got for you my Mayo Sauce. Now this is a creamy white sauce made just like mayonnaise. You can have it thick, it thickens in the fridge, or you can have it as a kind of looser dressing. Here I've made a slaw. You have my slaw recipe, and you'll see on the dashboard on Natural Workshops now, where Anthony has emailed you, where you've got all of those lovely vibrant pictures with the recipes. You can scroll through the recipe cards with ease. So the next thing we have, I've made a dill dressing. So this is a really simple creamy dressing that you can use over your meals, over your salads, in your slaws and your grated vegetables. You could use it in your zoodles. It's such a versatile sauce. And I've got some others which I'll show you now. So I've put these together last night to show you. So the next one is, oops, right, we'll get to the next sauce. This is just another of Waitrose's fresh produce, guys. They do the raw beetroot and it's still got the leaves intact, which is great because you can actually use the beet leaves. I also use the stems. We'll come up to a picture in a moment where you see that I've used them. You can cut them very finely and scatter them in your salads. Very nutritious. You can blend your beetroot as well and make smoothies as well as grate them and chop them, slice them, whatever you like to do with your beetroot. Let's go to the next slide. So here I've got a sweet bell pepper dip. So you'll get that recipe as well. It's just another idea. You can use that as a dip. You can make it looser, add it as a dressing as well. And there was a stuffed mushroom recipe that I did earlier, and that can be mixed into the mixture for your stuffed peppers if you choose to do the stuffed pepper recipe. Let's move on to the next one. Now this, it's really lovely and I enjoy this a lot. This is a mango and coriander dressing. It is delicious. You can just use that over your salads. You could put this over your butternut squash steak. Now I had a message from someone today who's on the detox and they were asking, can you eat raw butternut squash? Yes, you can. And it's butternut squash we're using in the recipe that I've sent you. And you'll see how you can have it raw. You can have it as a zoodle. You can grate it into your slaws. You can grate it over your salads. You can make the steaks as I showed you. You've got the recipe, and without cooking, you can see how to prepare it where you're not cooking, but it's still tender. So this one is as I'm showing you here, is my mango and coriander dressing. Absolutely delicious, guys. You've got to try this recipe. This one is a puree which I've made with apple and blueberries. Now, this is something that you can actually put into your smoothie bowl if you're making a mixed salad, fruit salad, or even green salad. But adding this to your fruit salads is a lovely base, and you can put your chopped fruits in there and have that as a lovely puree for your smoothie, for your fruit salad bowl. Right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next. We've seen this. These are all of the right, great. We've come to the end of our slides. So those are the meal ideas I've got for you. You'll get all the recipes for the sauces, the dressings, and the mixtures for your slaws that you can put. And tomorrow, I'm going to come on live again at 6, and I've got something different for you. These are just going to be a few tips that I've put together for you to implement during the detox program that you can use. And also, it's going to be a great way of saving yourself some money so that you can implement things on a budget. One of the other things that I'm doing, and you can do, and I've mentioned it in the plan, is to sprout your own chickpeas. Over here, I've got my chickpeas soaking in a bowl, ready to sprout. I will show you the steps by putting on the menu board how you can sprout your chickpeas, and you can make your own raw hummus. And I'll share that recipe with you, as well as the steps to sprouting your chickpeas. It's good to have some live food, lovely source of protein as well. Right, so that concludes the live for today. If you're watching this video, put hashtag replay and join me again tomorrow, where I'm going to show you how to budget on an organic diet. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.